The question gnawing at just about everyone these days is how to cut down on drunk driving. Ideas popping up all over. One of them comes from a local restaurant and bar owner. Should multiple DWI offenders be required to wear an ankle bracelet that alerts the bar owner that a repeat offender has just come in? KSFR's Rachel Kennedy reports.
Do the laws that prevent over-serving alcohol go far enough? Right now, bartenders and servers are required to take a course that educates them to recognize the signs of a customer who might be inebriated. Michael O'Reilly, owner of Pronzo Italian Grill and the O'Keefe Cafe here in Santa Fe, explains the law.
The law requires that all alcohol servers, whether they're in a gas station, a supermarket, or in a restaurant, be certified by the state after a course, obtaining, especially for buy the drink, obtaining a New Mexico server permit. That is a 4 to 5 hour course where the data on metabolizing alcohol is explored. 1 drink an hour is about all you can metabolize. How to recognize signs of a person who has been drinking. How to recognize the person you are serving and cutting them off. And it's terribly serious business. And at our restaurants, we enforce very strictly with our servers that these policies be strictly observed.
O'Reilly says a problem with the server permit is that some drinkers can hide their intoxication. This is particularly a problem if the customer has been drinking prior to coming to the restaurant.
Yeah, that's a great danger with the server permit problem. Many confirmed alcoholics, long-term alcoholics, are able not to show signs of inebriation. And it's a trap because the state, throwing up its hands at trying to stop the carnage at our highways, has now looked at the alcohol server almost as much as they look at the DUI offender. So the bartender serving a person like that, who later is deemed to be inebriated, could have the enforcement people walk into the restaurant, put him in handcuffs, and take him away. Many, many times, the restaurant industry and I personally believe that the focus on the server is overdone, and that the focus on the multiple offender, 3, 4, 5 DUIs, this fella or woman has a serious disease and needs to be cut off completely from alcohol. That brings up the question: how do you recognize that person?
O'Reilly is proposing multiple DUI offenders wear an ankle bracelet that would alert establishments to their presence.
My idea, and I've talked to several legislators on this without real good support from the legislative side, would be not to release, give the judges the power not to release multiple offenders unless they wore some sort of an anklet that beamed a radio frequency device that set off at Albertsons or at the gas station or at Pronzo, set off a light that here we have a multiple offender.
O'Reilly says the ankle bracelet is a simple device that would be easy to install.
It would be a very simple device to hook up in a restaurant. My car operates without a key because the key's in my pocket. These sort of radio frequency devices are very easily installed.
Liquor licenses are expensive and limited as a way to help control the problem of drunk driving. O'Reilly says it's not the sources that's the problem, but that of the alcoholic.
People from MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Drivers, have tried to limit the number of licenses so that the police would not have as many places to police and drinkers would not have that many places to visit. It's an open question. The alcohol sources in New Mexico are not the problem. The problem is people who have the disease of alcoholism.
O'Reilly says the laws are working so far. They've brought down the highway mortality rate. But he also says there's more that can be done.
How do we go forward in the future to avoid the carnage we've seen in the Santa Fe area over the last year or in the state? I think we have to go beyond policing the servers, which is a good program, but I don't wish to eliminate it. What I'm saying is that judges have to be given the power to take a multiple DUI offender and say, this guy's got a disease, it's a lifetime disease, he may fall out of his sobriety and go out and kill somebody. Therefore, we need to cut him off from alcohol. And we do that by an ankle bracelet that emits a signal at supermarkets and bars and gas stations that says this guy is a habitual alcoholic and he is under court monitor and cannot be sold alcohol.
Michael O'Reilly, owner Pranzo Italian Grill and the O'Keefe Cafe. For KSFR News, I'm Rachel Kennedy.